Holy cow, I finally made it over here. So we have the fossil extraction area. So, oh man, I'm so scared to see what we're able to get out of all of this. So, oh, okay, I got mining monkey and I got a mine pig cart, I got a hamster and a gem mole. That's my favorite thing to get. Okay, so in order to get all of this, which is absolutely fine, we are able to craft our very own Titanic from this. Oh my gosh, dude, this is actually crazy to look at. I'm not even gonna lie, I'll be real. I never thought in a million years would we be back inside of the mining update. Well, think of it as mining update 2.0. And to be honest, I am really curious because obviously everything that we see in Pets Go or vice versa, Pet Simulator 99 usually transfers over sometimes to each other. Meaning that because we have a Titanic egg right now inside of Pets Go, will this ever come inside of Pet Simulator 99 at some point? Or if we get a different event which requires mining, will we ever get a different variation of pickaxes for this? I mean, obviously we were able to also get a different variation of damaged scrolls, stuff like that. So we have a tier 2 now, which is really interesting to see now. So I'm gonna go ahead and see this real quick. Just ignore all the exit you guys are seeing. And I believe we also have an upgraded variation of our charms now that are dedicated to our pickaxes. So if we take a look at the blog real quick, we have new mining scrolls. So we have the loot, the damage, and the speed. Then we have new pickaxe enchants, which are an entirely upgraded variation of the previous ones of before. And then we have the Combine-o-matic inside of Pets Go. Dude, I just read this too. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of things that have been added in here, and I am just super duper interested to see what's gonna go and happen with this, because it's like really interesting right now to me. It's the same thing as what you guys would expect before, but at the same time, it's really interesting to see all this. All right, so let me go ahead and see if I'm able to upgrade some stuff real quick. Okay, so that is from this thing, and I don't have enough of this, which is fine. It looks like we're gonna have to be very picky choosy with what we do in here. So, all right, so we're gonna have to go ahead and actually grind this section out, and then we'll be back once we are done with this. So I have a majority of like my entire skill tree done. However, I decided to reserve certain elements for this. Now, I did decide to leave this one specifically alone because I'm not too worried about the loot itself. I want to progress through here as fast as possible. So instead, I decided to go ahead and unlock these two, and of course the stronger mining pickaxe thingy. Now, I'm not sure if this actually stacks the same way as we would think it does, especially if you guys get like previous pickaxes, the way that it works like in Pet Simulator 99, kind of like how the Kraken Rod works. Or better yet, how the previous mining event that we had in Pet Simulator 99, if you had all of the other pickaxes before and you have the very best one, then those stack. I'm not entirely sure if this works the same way, but I would like to think that it does. So right now I'm working on the platinum ore, and this one does take a hot second. So instead, what I ended up doing was opting out all of my speed and replacing one of them with a strength charm. I did try out the lightning, and it wasn't working the way that I thought it was going to work, and I decided to switch that out with the strength instead. On top of it, I have a ton of metal detectors, and I believe I'm maybe 10 minutes in, so this does help out greatly. However, because we do have a Combine-o-matic and pretty much we're here trying to progress as quickly as possible, I'm assuming that these are going to rise up in price, respectively, of course. And I'm kind of just chilling on probably waiting until I get 5 billion coins in order to upgrade this finally. But pretty much this is essentially what we're dealing with right now. So I have to get 50 of these in order to get that 5%, and this will help me out in the long run. Okay, so I finally upgraded this, which took about maybe 5 minutes right after I just finished this explanation. So I got the majority of the major things out of the way. Now I can go ahead and go to the sapphire section and just kind of grind there if I really wanted to. And I guess the question is how do you get more fossils? Obviously, when you do mine, you do have the chance of getting those fossils, which is really important. Now, I guess the question is, how many fossils do you get per ore? Now, I am assuming this is a total RNG amount based on which one that you go to. So you just saw the sapphire one just gave me 10. So we're going to go ahead and talk until we actually break this one. This one gave me 50. So that is an RNG amount. I could probably go and just chill here for a little bit and probably get the same amount from like every other ore, right? It's just whichever one that you feel comfortable just kind of grinding at. If you feel like you could break this one a lot more faster than the obvious one up there, which is the platinum, then I would just really chill here. Of course, this is if you're actually using like a very low tier pickaxe from the event currently, or from the area itself. If you feel like you break this one a lot more quicker, then just chill here. Otherwise, if you're gonna chill at the platinum section, you might be there for just a little bit, because even with all of my upgrades and my cape currently, it does take me a hot second to go ahead and break this. And we're still talking live, so you guys can see how long it's actually gonna go ahead and take me, which should take about 30 seconds at the very most. So broken, it's gone, and I got 3 fossils out of that. And then the period to go ahead and wait for it to respawn. We're waiting. I am still talking. I am a little baby alien mining inside of a cave, hoping for a Titanic one day, and space time, and my mystic corgi here chilling with me forever, and it is here. So that's how long it takes for it to spawn back in, and we're gonna go ahead and re-break it again. I don't know what else to say at this point. I can't rhyme anymore. My brain is fried, and we're gonna go back. So this one also gave me 50, so it really doesn't matter other than what you're able to break faster than the other. So obviously this is totally up to the discretion of the player. So it is about an hour and 30 minutes later. I finally maximized everything out. So of course, a casual player might take maybe 2.5 hours, depending on what you have for boosts, upgrades, stuff like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and see what the Combine-o-matic has for me, because obviously we have a ton of these things now officially. All right, so I got a bunch of things. So I got a random rainbow one. Now it doesn't look like we have upgrades the same way as we do for Pet Simulator 99. Obviously, you were able to go ahead and upgrade like certain aspects of this, like less amount of pets are needed to go ahead and create things. So we don't have that for this one. All right, so I was able to make, oh my gosh, dude, I'm gonna need so many of these. Okay, so we are definitely gonna need a ton of these. And I'm assuming that these are purchasable inside of the plaza right now. So it doesn't say that they're untradeable. However, it looks like none of these do have wrap on it. Oh, we could still create more. So I'm still gonna go ahead and create more. I'm gonna just back up. All right, so let's go back over here. And I still need a ton of these. All right, so here are some tips and tricks that I could go ahead and give everybody, because holy moly, we're gonna need them. For starters, I would highly recommend, if you're able to afford this inside of the game, to absolutely get it, the molten pickaxe. Obviously, this isn't going to be as the best pickaxe, because obviously we have ones that are way more better, but they're extremely expensive, and 1.5 billion gems on Pets Go is quite a bit. It's obviously more than I could afford right now, but it still gets the job done, so obviously this is still relatively good. If you're using like the platinum pickaxe, that's absolutely fine. Number 2, upgrade as you go, but be careful on what you choose to go ahead and upgrade. Remember at the beginning of the video, I decided to go ahead and hold off on the more mining loot section, and then finally I upgraded the final one, which was 500 platinum ores. I found that the damage was a little bit more important, and then obviously upgrading this. Remember at the very end of the day, I'm not too sure if these actually do stack the same way as we think they do on Pet Simulator 99. Then of course, everything else down here, which is what we obviously need. So extract way better pets from the fossils, which definitely you need, because those are still your mining pets, and the better that they are, the more luck it will give you. So obviously you're going to hover over it, and it's going to tell you mining pet helps you mine, which is what you want, because there is a damage booster for this as well, and a speed buff. Number 3, maximize your mastery as soon as you can if you have not done it already. This is primarily for the mining mastery cape. This gives you a buff, so it deals double mining damage when you have it equipped. So obviously I am wearing it, and I'm not sure if Elk is wearing it, but it doesn't seem like he's wearing it. But make sure you guys do end up getting it. And if you don't have that vanity of just hurrying up and actually just mining and getting your experience points, guess what you can use? The Mastery XP Potion. Remember though, it only gives you 10,000 XP towards your mastery. So once you reach a certain level, you're going to need a lot of these, and it's going to be very, very, very expensive. Now, I haven't had the actual chance to go ahead and look at the forge machine because in order to get better enchants, you have to upgrade. So it looks like I need 2,255 of these magma ones. Okay, so we needed that much in order to make it. So what about everything else? So it looks like an upgrade. I gotta upgrade all of these because I think if I were to focus on something, I would want to focus on speed. And I'm wondering how many speed enchants you would need in order to go ahead and upgrade it. So I'm gonna remove the ones that I have on my pickaxe currently. Oh my gosh, I need 8,000. Oh my god, you need 8,500 platinum ore to create this. It literally took me almost 30 minutes to get 500. So somebody must have gotten really lucky from any of the loot boxes anywhere inside of the game and ended up getting these. And there's only 9 inside of the game currently. Holy cow, dude. I did not expect it to be that much. Oh my gosh. Then finally, take advantage of all of these little chests that you end up getting. I believe it was the little purple one that ended up giving me the damage 3, which I didn't even know a 3rd tier actually existed until right now. Metal detectors are really important because it makes you go zoom fast, and you get more speed, luck, and huge luck with damage boosters. Absolutely everything that could give you a buff in the game, take advantage of ASAP. Okay, so I only have 1 minute of the damage 3, and I just want to see how ridiculous this is. So this actually does a lot of damage compared to what it did before. So I obviously have the metal detector on, damage 3, luck 2, and I just got 100 fossils just from breaking this one singular one. Of course, like I said before, this is all RNG based on how much you end up getting, but you're also going to be competing with how long. Like, okay, I only have 1 minute of damage 3, but it also takes forever for these rocks to pop up. So you're still going to have to wait regardless. Unless you have like hundreds of these active and you have like a day's worth, then you're still going to have to wait regardless. And this is primarily for those that are struggling to go ahead and break these. I wouldn't really worry about myself getting a ton of them because I already go through these pretty quickly, at least when the rock spawns in. But if you're struggling to break the rocks itself, if you have a weaker pickaxe and you cannot afford the molten, then yeah, sure, go ahead and use it. But for me, I can just go ahead and chill with a tier 2 and a tier 1. And then obviously the more fossils that you end up getting, the more chances that you're able to get a ton of these little pets and then take those little pets and then come over here. Oh my gosh, I can actually make one. Holy moly, I can actually make a singular mining robot. And then I need 20 in order to make an obsidian dragon. To be honest, I'll be real with you guys. I would say the huges are probably going to be better for like the mining buff for this little section right here. Then again, I haven't had the chance to actually get one of these just yet, but I would like to know in the comments. Obviously, if you have one of these, let me know what the damage booster is when you do equip it. And that's pretty much it for this particular update. Okay, bye. Going into Mars, into outer space, passing by Neptune and Uranus. Little baby alien in outer space. Little baby alien in outer space. Being pulled in by the gravitational pull, baby. Somebody's calling an SOS, but I don't care because I'm an alien out of space. Little baby in outer